Welcome to the Living Artist Podcast. I'm your host, Preston M. Smith. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Living Artist Podcast. I'm Preston M. Smith, at PMS Artwork everywhere on internet land and socials. I want to thank you for landing on this podcast. Whether you're a professional artist, just getting started in the art world, a collector of art, or just consider yourself a creative person, this podcast has something for you. I like to think of it as a fun way to rant and talk to other creative people about living the life of an artist, surviving and getting ahead in the art world, and enjoying your life. But most importantly, not waiting until you're dead to make it happen. All right, let's get started.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treating, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicks. It's a hard knock life.
Pressure pushing down on me, pressing down on you. No man has fallen.
It's a hard knock life.
Learning what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming. It's a hard knock life.
Yes, y'all. Welcome back to the podcast. You either love that or you hated it. And you know what? I don't care. I did it for me because today we're going to talk a little bit about stress and stress that is making us all sick. I feel like I have to say something about it because I can't just sit back and pretend everything's okay. Everybody around me is sick and stressed and psychologically disturbed and anxious and having problems. And, we're toxic. We have all these things going on, and it's not for some crazy reason. Yes, we have a toxic environment. Yes, we are bombarded with toxins from every place, from your clothes to your food, to your sheets, to your soap, to everything, to your politics, to your social media, to your negative people that come in and out of your life. It's all out there. We got wars going on. Everybody's freaked out. Everybody's stressed. We just got out of a pandemic. People are still getting COVID. You know how it is. I'm not saying any of this to stress you out more. I'm not. Everybody take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath and let's calm down. Actually, breathe with me for a second, huh? Let's go in through the nose. Hold for a second. And out through the mouth. All right. Yes, we need to do more of that. We need to just take a deep, conscious breath from time to time. Maybe not from time to time. I find myself doing it many times throughout the day. In the middle of stuff, I just find myself, I find my breath labored. I find myself cutting off my air pathway and then going, oh yeah, breathe. You gotta breathe. I find myself breathing into my heart. I find myself doing diaphragmatic breathing. I find myself just taking some time to meditate and to shake things out. I got this vibration plate that I'm cleaning out my lymphatic system. It all helps. Red light therapy, it helps. The cold plunge therapy helps. All these things do get you into a good state of mind. They kind of hack your state. But really, we all have to be aware of what is going on in the world right now and what we're allowing into our lives and into our world every day through social media, through politics, through the news, through just, that friend who keeps texting you bad news. The one who's like, I'm not sure if you're aware, but so-and-so died, or I'm not sure if you're aware, but there was a mass shooting, all that stuff. Look, you got to be informed. You got to know what's going on, but there's a limit. We weren't made to know what's going on around the world and all the tragedy that's going on around the world every second of every day. It just puts us in a state of fight or flight all the time. And we're stressed. We're producing too much cortisol. It's affecting our adrenal glands. We're getting too little sleep. We're not being able to cleanse ourselves out. I know a lot of people who are getting sick, people that I thought they were very strong and had their shit together. It's happening. You know what's happened with me. My body fell apart. Now, I'm building myself back up, and I'm happy about that. I'm doing well. I still have the anxiety. I still have the stress. Obviously, that's why we're doing this episode. I'm seeing the stress. I'm feeling the stress. I hear it from everybody. So that's why we're doing the episode. But look, we have a little bit of agency here. We can decide what we let into our lives. We can decide how we want to frame things in our lives. We can decide the mindset that we're going to have. We can decide the best practices that we want to put into our lives and into our daily routines, which kind of steer us in a positive direction. If you have faith, if you have law of attraction, if you have spirituality, if you have other things like that, whatever it is that happens for you, we're all different. I welcome it. I welcome the difference between all different humans and all different cultures. If you have something that can kind of make you feel like there's something bigger than yourself out there, that helps. If you can meditate, if you can take some time out, if you can do some biohacking, if you can do some cold plunging. Look, I've got everything. I got all the little hacks. I've got these first-person pills that have all these great mushrooms and saffron and all this stuff that helps you feel good. I take ashwagandha, which is great to clean out your adrenals and reset your cortisol levels and just let you sleep better. There's a lot of stuff out there that we can do. We can put good stuff into our body. We can make sure we're detoxifying and filtering things out. But you have to be filtering out your mind too. You have to be filtering out the stuff that is overloaded in our conscious and our subconscious. Yeah, I think we'll all be better for it. So today I just wanted to kind of come out and, I wanted to put this out there. This is like a scratching my own itch episode because, look, I know I'm feeling it, and I know and I hear and I feel that everybody else is feeling it. So whether you think this is a good episode or not, or this is relevant, I just would challenge you to really think about it in your own life. Think about, are you stressed? What are you allowing into your mind, into your body, into your social media, into your personal thought bubble, your space, your awareness? What are you letting in there, and how is it affecting you? Is it making you a happier person? Is it making you a more creative person? Is it making you a more productive person? And if it's not, and if you're being bothered or hindered by any of this, it's time to start thinking about some alternatives, and it's time to start thinking about some ways that we can kind of mitigate all these factors, and we can do things that help us offset some of the negativity that we just can't help but absorb in our world today. Now, the second part of this is I want to encourage you. This is my own little attempt to spread some love and joy in the world. I want to encourage you to go out today or this week. Let's try for today. Get in the studio. I want you to work on a piece that is just full of transmutation. You don't have to be an abstract painter like me. You don't have to be, a sculptor. You can be a photographer. You can be working with textiles. It doesn't matter what you work with. My challenge to you today is to go out, get in the studio, and find that space. Go deep inside, dig deep inside you, wherever that fear and stress and fight or flight and overwhelming feelings and sensations are hiding, and just start pouring that into your work. And let it be free. Let it come out in a way that maybe you don't expect. Don't worry about your style so much. I want you to tap into something. I want you to get in there, dig deep, and let it come out and cleanse yourself. Like you'd cleanse yourself, or like you detoxify your water with a filtration system, you're going to detoxify your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings by filtering this out and transmuting this out into a piece, whatever your creative endeavor is. It could be, you shoot documentaries or you shoot film or whatever it is. It can be anything. I want to encourage you to go out and do this. And I want you to feel a release when you do it. And hey, maybe this sparks you to create a series. Maybe you want to carry this on and do more and more of these things. But I've always found through my life that creativity has kept me going. It's provided me with like a working through mechanism. It's also saved my life in many ways. I'm not exaggerating that. It's saved my life. It's allowed me to maintain some sort of inner balance and psychological balance in my life by getting some of these things out. Whether you can see them tangibly or not in some of the abstract work, it's all in there. It's infused in the work. The old pop surrealism that I did, you can see it. You can see it in the imagery, obviously. You can see it in the eyes of the figures that I'm painting, but you can feel it in the emotions of the abstract pieces, the texture, the slices, and the gestural strokes in the work. You can see it all there. So that's my call to action for you today to do that. And I'm going to have one more. I'm going to throw in a little bonus call to action because I really feel like we need this as a society right now. I feel like we need this as artists. I feel like we need this as human beings. I think we need this as a culture. And I think we need this as a whole global community to focus on the good out there and focus on the things that make us similar, not the things that kind of divide us or make us different. And I want you to spread some love today. That can be easy. You can call up somebody. You can make amends with somebody. You can forgive somebody. You can forgive somebody for yourself. You can cut a cord, like an invisible cord, to this person if you've got a narcissistic person in your life, and forgive that person, but also set boundaries. You can do that. You can go on social media and just say, you know what, today I'm not going to do something that is just about me posting my work. I'm going to go out and I'm going to really make an effort to see and seek out people that I may have shunned, or that I may have not just been aware of, or I may not have given love to, and I'm going to spread some love on social media with my comments or sharing something. Whatever it is for you, that is the second call to action, is to go out and do that. Because you know what? You're going to feel better. Both of these actions are going to make you feel better. Even if you don't think you're feeling stressed, you cannot help but be absorbing some of this toxic, stressful load that we're getting in our society right now. So do these things, get them out there, transmute them, be the magicians that we are as artists. We have this gift, we have this ability to take something that is turning inside of us and that's really dark and deep and stressful and taxing on our hearts and minds. And we have the ability to transmute this and turn this into something that's beautiful, that other people can be inspired by, and that they can also find as a transmutational mechanism just by viewing the piece and kind of getting into it themselves. So we have a real gift with that, and it's something that I think we need to be grateful for, and it's something that we need to use and utilize in times like this. So that's the episode today, everybody. Hopefully you found it encouraging. Hopefully you found it inspiring. Hopefully it struck a chord with you. You're not alone out there if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like, the world is just weighing on your shoulders right now. A lot of us are feeling it. Maybe everybody. There's a lot of stuff going on. So let's do something nice for ourselves. Let's do something nice for other people out there today with this. And I really hope you will try this as an exercise. Reach out to me as always on social media. Let me know what you thought of the episode. And as always, take care of yourselves out there. Be creative, and we'll see you on the next episode.
It's a hard knock life, but it doesn't have to be.
This has been the Living Artist Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I just want you to know that I appreciate you being here, and I'm grateful to be in your ears. Your art and creative life on this planet is meaningful, so thank you for sharing it with me. If you like this podcast, whatever platform you're listening to it on, please subscribe and share it with your friends. You can also leave me a positive review to show your support. This helps me to reach more people with the algorithmic magic and keep the show going strong. If you want to see more of what I do and check out the art that I create, you can visit my website at www.pmsartwork.com or follow me on social media everywhere at PMS Artwork. That's it for now. See you back here next time.